Well, hello, this is Dr. Gerrie coming to you from Vancouver, BC, Canada on August 3rd, 2019. I'm involved with something called the Digital Gold Revolution. It is the transformation of the monetary system through Karatbars and Gold Standard Bank. Well, the theme of this presentation is the final countdown. And what you're looking at there is the world's largest rocket. But it hasn't taken off yet. Well, you have about 27 days left, or up until August 31st, to take action in and around what I'm going to explain to you. So please know that I am not a financial planner, and I'm an economist. I'm called the People's Economist because I try to simplify things in this crazy financial world we live in, and I'm doing my best to represent the company. So you all have heard of Robert Kiyosaki, and what he's been trying to tell people for years is work for your money and then make your money work for you. But the big problem right now is this. Everything is in a bubble. Real estate bubble, bond market bubble, stock market bubble, governments are in debt, people are in debt. It's a mess out there when you look at the numbers. And so people are looking for intelligent places to put their money. Now, what's the alligator in the room? What's the big problem going on with the currency systems of the world? The problem is this. What you see here is a graph of the money supply increase in the United States. And you notice that it had a steady incline leading up to about 2008. And then it went vertical. You might have heard of something called quantitative easing. Well, the problem with the money system is the whole world used to be backed by gold. And so the US dollar in 1944, was made to be the reserve currency. So it was backed by gold, it was the reserve currency, and all the other currencies in the world were pegged to it. So in essence, the whole world was on a gold-backed standard. Well, for a whole bunch of reasons that take too long to explain, in 1971, President Nixon cut the gold standard, cut the gold backing of the dollar, and from there on in, the whole world went on to something called a fiat currency system. Fiat means whatever. So here's a graph that really exemplifies what happened here. These are prices in Canada from 1980 to 2015. Look at bread. Used to be 52 cents. Now it's $5. In fact, it's now 2019. It's actually more than $5. Look at movies, look at homes, but look in the far right column, the percent increase. 959%, 483, 1077. It's insanity. But the problem is it happens slowly over time. So we don't really realize what's going on. But here's the most important question that can be asked. Well, when I do this around the world, everybody says no. That means, ladies and gentlemen, in a time period when our wealth should be going up, it absolutely is not. Our, quote, real, unquote, income is going down. Well, let's talk about real money. Real money is gold. It's a safe store of value. It's an asset that can be saved, retrieved, exchanged predictably. And that's what gold is. And gold's been used for thousands of years as money, except in this last era. My favorite president said this: in the absence of the gold standard, there's no way to protect savings from the confiscation of wealth. That's right, confiscation of wealth. When the printing presses are running, your wealth is being stolen. So let's use an example from 1950. Okay, so great grandpa Fred here buys a beautiful new red pickup. It's about $1,000 US, or at that time 30 ounces of gold. And he says, hey, I want to leave one of these trucks for my great-great-grandson. And so what he does is he puts $1,000 US in an envelope. And in the reading of the will, 50 years later, Grandpa says, hey, I wanted you to have a truck just like mine. Here's the money for it. Well, $1,000 US buys 2 tires, maybe. But if Grandpa had passed down the 30 ounces of gold, he would have bought the same thing. See, what we all need to understand is gold holds its buying power. I repeat, gold holds its buying power. You cannot print up more gold. Well, let's talk about banking. The way it used to be is people would put their gold or their silver into a bank, and the bank would give them a note. You know, they'd stamp it and sign it, and people would go around trading in notes. In this case, with this particular note, this person bought a cow. But Farmer John here can always go back to the bank and get the real wealth, the real money. The real money is not the paper. The real money is the gold. So let's talk about what Karatbars did since its inception starting in 2011. And they have a tremendous track record. I've been involved with them for 5 years, started in 2014. And they never missed a gold shipment to me or a commission payment because I'm in the business side of this as well. So what exactly are we doing? We're simply doing this. We're exchanging the paper, the devaluing currency for 1 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 gram cards. And we're doing it in over 130 nations. That's what we're doing. We're not buying anything. We're not selling anything. We are trading. But we're trading into an asset that's never going to devalue. We even have the transactable cash gold now as well. 1/10 of a gram up to 6/10 of a gram. Well, let's talk about Karatbars 2.0. You remember Bitcoin? Well, back in 2008, if you spent $1,000 on this silly thing called digital currency, you know, you're buying digits, you're putting your cash into digits. Well, if you'd done that, you'd have $69 million. So, but you missed it. I missed it. Well, in 2018, Karatbars did an amazing thing. They launched their own gold-backed cryptocurrency, and it set a record in the pre-sale. $100 million was raised in 3 months. Now, why was that? Why did it break records? Number one, they had a track record. Number two, they had a body of people that already believed in Karatbars. And number three, actually, there's 4 reasons. Number three, the crypto space was now understood. And number 4, this crypto was backed by gold. In fact, a very significant promise was made by Mr. Harold Seitz a year ago, and we saw the fulfillment of this promise in July 4th, 2019. Yes, this crypto is convertible to gold. See, we have an entire ecosystem, including mines. I'll show you that more in depth in a minute. Now, when somebody is doing something right, when somebody is doing something good, when somebody's doing something noble, other people find out about it. Here's Mr. Joseph Haidt. He's a mining billionaire and a great guy, too. I met him twice. Well, he took this thing to the next level, got us onto the largest exchanges in Asia. By the way, Asians are the largest buyers of cryptocurrencies. The other thing I like about Karatbars is they're always telling the world what they're doing. Well, these shots are from a video that occurred on March 2019 and showed us, yes, we're actually putting real gold by the ton into the vault. Who owns the gold? We own the gold because we own the coins. Okay? So now, in 2018 to 2019, we looked at all the cryptocurrencies, and they were up and they were down and they were all around. By the way, there's 2,000 dead cryptos. They were either scams or just didn't work. And there's currently 2,200 cryptos listed on the markets. Well, other people's, their coins went up and down. Ours had a nice, steady incline. In fact, let me show you the portfolio of one person in the system. Now, Blockfolio is, you can track cryptos on your phone. So this person simply took a picture 5 different times over a course of a year, and you can see that it went from 19,000 US right up to 300,000 US. Well, that's pretty good for a year. Now, that's a historical example. That's not a guarantee of the future, okay? But we just wanted to show you the kind of thing that can happen in the crypto space. And especially the confidence that people are showing in this gold-backed space. Well, sorry, you missed that too. Well, hey, we are now listed on many exchanges, more and more every day. That gives us more credibility. Now look, let's talk about the challenges of the banking system. Banks have high fees and there's zero privacy. Everybody knows everything about your financial system, your financial assets. And also with crypto, which is private, which is over the blockchain, which nobody knows about, the problem is an inability to use it in the retail space. You go down to any any row of shops in any mall, you won't see signs there that say we accept crypto. There's some reasons for that. But look, Karatbars has created a complete system to fully utilize cryptocurrencies in the retail space. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is massive. Let's talk about Karatbars 3.0. I want you to understand that Karatbars is not just a gold-backed coin. It's an entire ecosystem. Let's look at a graphic of what that ecosystem looks like, okay? So at the very top, we see the Karat Coin Bank, KCB, and that's the coin that we're in the final weeks here. That's why we're calling it the final countdown, okay? But how does this system work? Well, this graphic shows us that on the far left, we have the Hong Kong gold trading platform, and we earn money from that, and that money goes into the KCB Bank. And we also have a digital stock exchange, and that money goes into the KCB Bank. And we have a blockchain phone that I'm going to show you in a minute that the whole world's going to want, and that goes into the KCB. Crypto exchange makes millions, actually billions of dollars every year making exchanges. And of course, we have our K merchant system, and that is going to be massive as well. That goes into the KCB. So where does all that cash go to? It goes into building infrastructure. And the other half of it goes into digging more gold out of the ground. So we've got a limited amount of coins, but an ever-increasing amount of gold coming into the ground. Do you think the value of this crypto is going to go up over the months and years? Absolutely. Here's the K merchant system. Karatbars has developed a system where, using our KBC coin and even using other people's coins, you simply go up with your phone. It's a free app, download on your phone. It's a free app downloaded on the merchant's iPad, and it's done with that code that you see there. And it is a powerful system. Let's look at the benefits. For the merchant, it's free. No, you don't pay for the machine. There's no fees. Yes, that's right. I said no fees. No 2% taken away from you every transaction. Instant payment, zero volatility, borderless payments, and on it goes. This is going to be easy to sell to any merchant. I have another company. I accept the Karatbars crypto for training kids to be leaders. Okay, what about the K merchant system? For customers, it's convenient. There's no inflation involved, no government involved. Works like a credit card. It is super, super easy, ladies and gentlemen. All right, well, let's talk about something else that's extremely exciting and innovative. We have the world's first voice over blockchain phone. That's right. Cryptos go over the blockchain and nobody knows about the transaction. We found a way to put the voice over the blockchain. So this phone is powerful. By the way, it's also a satellite phone. By the way, it does everything every other smartphone does, and there is all the benefits. There are all the benefits. Furthermore, this is open source. Other people can put their apps into this system, and that's going to help earn more money for the KCB coin system as well. We also have a CEM, Cash Gold Exchange Machine, not an ATM, a CEM, Cash Gold Exchange Machine. And there we'll be able to bring our phone. And you got to see the video, by the way. It's so cool watching this cash gold pop out of the bottom of this machine. People are ordering these things all over the nations already. Well, remember we showed you that banking graphic, right? Coins go in the bank, they get the note, buy the cow, but you can always go back and get the real wealth. Well, look what Karatbars has done, okay? So we take fiat currency, we turn it into gold. We put the gold into our own Karatbit bank. It's your bank, part of a bigger bank. It's your privacy. And then what are we doing? Instead of trading in notes, instead of using notes, we're using the crypto. It is modern. It is convenient. It is fast. It is private. So yeah, you can go and buy your cow with crypto. But of course, you can always go back to the bank and get your gold. Folks, this is of the days of old. And by the way, yeah, if you want to trip back into the fiat currency system, if you need some cash, you can do that as well. Folks, there is nobody else in the world that has done this the way Karatbars has. Okay? So the profound distinction is this. We're going from a devaluing currency system. By the way, look what happened with Venezuela recently. Their whole system crashed. Kids are dying of starvation. It burns me. So I'm not coming up against the governments. We're not coming up against governments. We're saying, listen, you might want to consider an alternative. You might want to protect your family with a gold-backed asset. So that's going to keep devaluing. But what are we doing? Well, there on the right is the Burj Khalifa. It's the tallest building in the world. And it's like inside is an elevator, and the cryptos go up and down like that elevator. But what are we doing? We're putting gold in that elevator shaft so that, yeah, there'll be some volatility, but how far down can it go? It can go down as far as the gold. What's the risk? The risk is the gold. That's pretty amazing. And then we've got an asset building system like I showed you in that graphic. And then what are the markets going to do? If Bitcoin goes from cents to tens of thousands of dollars backed by nothing, what will this coin do? Well, Forbes magazine called this the top 10 coins to watch in 2019. In fact, as of today, we're listed at number 50, and we expect that to climb in the days to come. So how do you acquire this asset? All right. Well, we've got some packages for you. Okay. First one is 1,250 euros. And right now, in the final weeks here, they put on an 80% bonus. And you also get the phone. Plus, if you're going to do the business side, the silver status. That is amazing. You think about what these coins are going to do, okay? Right now, they're at 14 cents. I believe they're going to go to 40, and then $1, then $10, then $100. That's my prediction, not Karatbars. That's me, the great Gerrie, people's economist. So when you look at those coins, think about that. Let's look at the next pack. It's $17.50. This time you get a 90% bonus and the phone. And this time it's gold status in the business side of it. See, I'm talking about the product side. There is a business side if you want to do it. You don't have to. You can just get your phone and your coins and live happily ever after. The next one is the 2500 K1 phone pack. This time we're at 100% bonus and we're at a VIP status. By the way, I paid $3,000 for my VIP and just got cardboard. It comes free with this. Pretty generous. 4,000 K pack, 120% bonus, 62,000 coins you end up with. Okay? How much is the CEM? 7,900 euros. And then you got to stock it with some cash gold. And what are you earning? Well, every 10,000 reload, let's try that again. Every 10,000 euro reload, you're going to make a 4% profit, about 400 euros. So I don't know, that could happen every month. That could happen every week. That could happen every day. We will see. Well, look, if these amounts are out of your budget, you can go down as low as 150 euros and get something called a profit package. There's a 50% bonus on it right now, so you're going to end up with 1,600 coins. That's still amazing. And what I like about this is not everybody has wealth to play around with. 150 euros in a lot of nations is a lot of money. I just got back from the Philippines, and 150 is a stretch for them. I'm so glad this is available, and then they can share it with their friends. It's just wonderful. So we have 150, 350, 750. I stopped there with the profit packages because the next best deal is you will want to jump into the phone packages starting at $12.50. Okay. Now let's look at the higher end ones, 10,000 euros, and look at how the percentages are, starting at 130%, right up to 200%. Now you might be thinking, oh, come on, who's going to buy $1 million, million euros worth of coins, or 50,000 euros worth of coins? People have done it lots. Why? They understand what's going on in the world, and they understand that they need to put their money in some place where it's going to value up. Okay? By the way, just a quick note. If you do want to do the business side of this, or you just want to share this with a few friends, there's a significant commission on right now. Okay? So look, here's an example. If you want to just really put yourself in a great place. If you help people get 10 of these 2,500 packs, you would receive a 10% cash. That's 2,500 euros in direct commission put onto your MasterCard. But here's the big thing. You're going to get 178,000 coins. Do you know that it takes 15,000 euros to buy those coins? So just wanted to plant that seed if you want to look at the business side of this. And I'm going to produce another video shortly here where you can go deep on that. Okay? So remember, all this expires August 31st. This is the last run of this pre-sale of the KCB coins. After this, they go out to market, and we don't know what they're going to go up to and when that's going to happen. So if you're going to do something, do it now. All right, well, remember Bitcoin? You missed it. And remember the first run with the KBC coin? You missed that. Hey, look, everybody has a Bitcoin story. You either bought it or you didn't. So, and I think soon everybody's going to have a Karatbars story. What's going to be your story? So this is the final countdown. This is your month to take advantage of this opportunity for yourself, for your family, and to share with your friends and colleagues. This is the final countdown. It expires August 31st. Take action, folks. Get your free account. Get your KYCs done. That's know your customer. Get your package and then decide who are you going to help. Look, I just returned from Asia on an entire tour, and people are looking at this, and it is going to explode in Asia. They love this. So you're in on the ground floor. So this thing's going to fly. This has been Dr. Gerrie. Glad to talk to you, and I'll see you out there with your digital gold, with your gold-backed cryptocurrency. Thank you, good night, and God bless.